Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Blend S. So, in the last episode, I believe the episode was called Sister Strike or something like that. But the sister part didn't come until the second half of the episode. The first half of the episode, it was more focused on a new character, a certain dog that Dino decided to take ownership of and name Owner, appropriately enough. And there's obviously going to be some adjustment period there, but I think he'll be happy with his newfound dog, newfound companion. I think the highlight of the episode for me actually might have been just that little moment where Micah goes into Dino's apartment and she sees him take off his shoes and like, you take off your shoes. I can't believe it. What kind of foreigner are you? She didn't say that word for word, but that was pretty much the sentiment. Because, yeah, Japan's more big on taking your shoes off when you go into home than some certain Western countries. Though there are obviously, even in other countries, people that are like, hey, if you're coming to my house, shoes off. I don't want you trekking who knows what into my home. But yeah, definitely a cultural difference there. I like how Micah's love of foreign countries it just keeps coming into play in various scenes, which is always amusing. And Dino actually has been eating snacks that Micah has made, and as a result, he's gotten a bit heavier, which has not gone unnoticed by some of the other employees. But as far as the whole sister thing, yeah, Micah's sister came to the cafe and, she was checking things out and whatnot. Wanted to monopolize Micah. But she has a job to do, other customers to attend to and all that. So, let's just get into the next episode. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, we're starting with a love confession. To the lolly, no less. It's like she's like half his size. Maybe less. She is a college student, so. I mean, that was a very interesting rejection. She didn't break character though, when that's good. But she was still a little bit harsh. But I'm sure that happens sometimes. Customers get a bit too attached to one of the employees. It'd be funny if someone confessed to Hidari, not knowing that they were a trap. The gang's all there. I'll teach you. I wonder who is going to be teaching who. That poor letter. Yeah, that was a bit much. Because he's a guy. So that's a problem. Yeah, I noticed the size difference. You would think that. It just carries her along. Might just give her a piggyback ride. I'm sure she is. Wow, speaking of harsh. Yeah. There really would, yeah. Oh, wow. We might not need to go there. And I'm... There's a lot I could probably comment on that, but I want to at least have a chance of this video being advertiser friendly. That's a good question, though. uh, and speaking of height differences, Dino's a giant. A simulation. I don't think Mafia wants that. Yes, that is the appropriate reaction. Good old Kabedon. Yeah, but when you're when you're that much taller, it doesn't really work. You'd have to like grab her and slam her against the wall, but at that point, it looked very, very different. Man, we really are pushing this episode. I imagine that's her little brother, but, you know. And I definitely could agree with Mafia there. And again, that's the biggest concern. Yeah, this really is a Mafia episode. I mean, that's fine. She's been kind of neglected as far as screen time goes and plot relevance. Unimportant people. Oh, I can imagine what they're looking at if they're blushing. And I would be right. Good old Kaho. I think it was episode 1 where we first got a scene like that. As always. Well, I mean, yeah, most people do. That pouty face, though. Uh... You asked her, so don't hit her over it. Yeah, Mafia is being a bit mean this episode. She kicked you out? 24, wow, that is not good. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can definitely imagine her being upset after that. Mafia is like, the shit I put up with. Yeah, that's all you have to do. Make it sound easy. You just read the textbook, I guess. Take notes. Then read the notes. She is a college student, right? Some pretty Spartan lessons. At least now I know what the teaching thing was referring to. I mean, you could go to a library or something. You could go to the cafe where you work in, you know. What was that? Ah, I was just gonna pull out her desktop. Look at all those games, mobile games, naturally. Of course, this is Kaho we're talking about. Yes, certain stuff that I can't talk about. She knows her so well. And yet is surprised by this. Does that really matter? A hard education. Man, has Malfoy been in every single scene in this episode so far? Well, aside from this one, I guess. I first read tutoring as torturing. Bit of a Freudian slip, however you pronounce that word. I mean, at the end of the day, she is trying to help you. I personally don't care for black coffee. I don't really drink coffee much at all. Yeah, that was trying too hard there. Man, I could see that having some interesting problems. Yeah, she would be mistaken as one of the students a lot. But yeah, very much so. Just your imagination. What? She been studying too much? You could drink some black coffee to wake up. Break out the makeup. Man, she looks horrible. Or she could use it as an asset. Like, I didn't stay up all night thinking about you or anything, Baka. As good as new. Yes, despite appearances. Yeah, what is that even supposed to mean? And just don't overdo it. Well, yeah, they're anime characters after all. With the moe art style kind of thing. Somebody peeking through there? Of course, I imagine if you're a trap, makeup's a bit more important. And he's gonna go in anyway. She tried to warn you. You're in for it now. You're outnumbered. And Akizuki was violated. How does he look? Oh, what? I don't think makeup works that way, but he definitely looks younger. Like, I wouldn't say he looks like a girl, but he definitely looks like early high school age at most. I mean, if he did dress up like a girl, he would look like one, but... that voice does not fit. You probably want to see the kiss it and make it feel better, though. If you could even reach that high, which you couldn't. And Kaho, and Akizuki. How is he gonna mess this up? Oh wow, only Micah could take that as a compliment. But that is a pretty cute camel. Girls with makeup are a dangerous thing. Well, you needed it, well, at least part of it. Oh wow. It's even worse at compliments than Dino. Wow. There you go. He finally said it. Man, this is so awkward. What kind of response is that? Would have been nice if we could see some of that. But we get to see some of this, which is also nice. But there isn't any chance that being deemed advertiser friendly. Calm down, Kaho. Oh, that's why you threw it halfway across the room? What is it? Oh. So it really was no reaction. Wow. Did she pass? It's pretty good. Yeah, I was expecting like a low 70. They're like, get a room, you two. At least she's got her video games now. But you can just tell her you want to hang out with her. You don't need an excuse for it. Fidget, fidget. It'd be fun if we got the second love confession of the episode right here. I mean, that almost sounds like a date invitation. But they're obviously shipping Kaho with Akizuki, so that wouldn't happen. Oh, the studying's not over yet. We got more tests to worry about. Did you think studying was a one-time thing? It's not if you want to, graduate. Of course, I barely graduated high school. As a result of never studying. Just ran that elephant. But yeah, the focus was definitely on Kaho and Mafuyu this time, as opposed to Micah and... I keep forgetting that Hidari flies that way. Is she actually succeeding in drinking it this time? That really is such a weird thing in anime. I'm drinking coffee black. I'm so immature and adult. Love. I wouldn't mind having that taste in my coffee. That's a title. So that was the 10th episode of Blendes. And in this episode, the main conflict was probably Kaho and her makeup exam that she had to do because she did very poorly on the previous exam, to the point where her mother was giving her an ultimatum. You either pass the next exam or you can say goodbye to your video games, which was not going to fly with Kaho, so she enlisted the help of Mafuyu, who pretty much, she really showed off her big sister characteristic in this episode, which is funny because her characteristic at the job is being a little sister. But obviously she can perform both pretty well, because Kaho did end up passing the exam, and even got Kaho to be able to handle drinking black coffee like a mature adult, I guess. And the episode started with Mafuyu getting a confession, which she rejected pretty harshly. The characters also had fun with makeup. Initially the makeup was broken out because there was a practical need for it. Kaho stayed up all night studying, so she had to cover up the bags under her eyes. But of course, they had to go have fun with it and put on more makeup on her and on Maika and also on Akizuki, who did not heed Hidari's warning to stay out of there. He went in there and he suffered the consequences. Ended up looking much younger and more feminine, according to them. I mean, I guess he looked a little bit more feminine, but since he still had the guy clothes on, he didn't really look like a girl to me. Though if he did put on some girl clothes, then yeah, he definitely would have looked like a convincing trap, which is something Hidari knows all about. So, let me know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.